Hello, Nougat here, and I'd like to welcome you to another video of Littlewargame. Today, I thought I would bring something interesting. It's a very interesting game. I'll go ahead and introduce the two players that we have playing for us today. So, in the top left corner of Ravaged AA4, we have Rynus. And in the bottom right corner, we have Rynas. So this is kind of funny. Over the weekend, how this replay was sent to me, and basically, the idea here is that Rynus has played a specific strategy for a considerable amount of time now. And I believe his strategy is to go for the house into a workshop here. Yep. And then once he gets his second base established, he'll eventually go for a two base all-in timing. And essentially, this person here, whom I have never seen before until this weekend, and I believe he made this account to kind of make fun of Rynus, to try and convince people that he himself is Rynus. So he's going for similar strategies and trying to do that kind of stuff. They're both going for a very similar build, and I think this is going to be pretty interesting. I've played against Rynus a few times before, and I know for myself, every time I have to play against him, I find that I really dread it. But it'll be really interesting to see how Rynus, oh my goodness, how am I gonna have to differentiate these guys? It'll be really interesting to see how these guys play against each other. Looks like Rynus is going for Rynas. Rynas is he's just scouting around to see if there's any proxies, which it looks like there is, but the fact that he didn't go up this ramp really means that he wasn't able to see what was going on. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look back here. So, like I said, from what I've seen in Rynus's build, it's very standard for him to go for the second castle and then move forward with that. But it looks like his opponent with the blue pieces here, let's go ahead and check his castle there. It looks like he is not going for a second castle at all. It looks like he is just going for the one base all in to try and make sure that he can win this game here and avoid Rynus's timing, where he's able to go for a two base all in with a pretty strong mech army combined with workers that can repair. So this will be really interesting to see how this goes. As you know, or just oh wow, we can really see this worker pull here. Rynus is going for this move out really soon. But these two players theoretically should be familiar with each other's strategy. Essentially, Rynus is trying to copy the strategy of Rynus. So they should have a pretty similar composition in terms of strength. And you know, if the opponent in blue here has really given a lot of thought into like theory crafting, he should know that this is a good timing for him. And let's go ahead and take a look at the units. So it looks like we have catapults and this gyrocraft versus Rynus's two Gatling guns and workers. So this is really interesting. Definitely looks like Rynus has the advantage here, especially with these catapults that came out extremely early in this game. It's only 4 minutes. I can guarantee you, if this was a standard game and this attack started happening at 4 minutes and 50 seconds now, I would be in a rough spot for sure. Looks like he's definitely planning to take out the second castle. This catapult could be really interesting because if the catapult is left to the high ground with no vision, or no vision on that, that could really stop a lot of this assault. Looks like we're going for some more gyrocraft. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the production. Yes, so the opponent in blue, Rynas, looks like he's continuously going for gyrocraft, producing as much as he can while on this one base economy. And he's already produced a lot of damage here. See, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was worried for. The fact that he would be able to really do a lot of damage from the vision. And we can go ahead and take a look at Rynas's vision here and just see how the kiting works, as well as the vision of these catapults. The gyrocraft, they really, especially having this outnumbering factor where you really have this control over the air, which really stops your opponent from being able to really deal with these catapults well, I think. At this point, it's really interesting, right? Rynus is he's essentially, his 2 base all-in is getting countered with a 1 base all-in, and this is interesting because there's a couple things that I think I can take away from this game. Air superiority definitely being one of those things, but if you remember at the beginning of the game, when Rynus took his worker and scouted this area for those buildings, he didn't really see them, and so maybe sending out a worker to scout out for proxies really helps prepare for all-ins like these. Let's go ahead and take a look at the vision here. Okay, so it looks like Rynus has some units down here, which is really enabling his catapults to do some damage. I wonder if this is enough damage for Rynus to say GG, you've won. I'm really curious at this point. We obviously know that Rynus doesn't have any information about the economical state of his opponent, and so it would be a pretty hard decision. But as we can see, it looks like Rynus was able to micro this fight a little bit better, and as a result, he but he had to pull all of his workers. That's interesting. Yes, let's go ahead and take a look at the income. The idea I wanted to say is because of the fact that he won this fight may lead him to think that he can keep going. But I really like the idea he's going for with this move. I think going for the move out is definitely the best thing you can do. Oh, something I also wanted to experiment with. Didn't have the opportunity though. But I wanted to see if you required resources from your bank in order to repair. And it doesn't look like you need resources from the bank in order to repair, similar to maybe how StarCraft would work, especially when we see these workers repairing those catapults. Rynus's money doesn't necessarily go down. Or at least it doesn't look like it goes down. I might actually be wrong. But as you can see, there's a lot of kiting going on. It looks like these units are on rally, so you know, maybe not the best use of those units, but fair enough. Definitely fair enough. Looks like he's doing a great job of kiting these units. Let's go ahead and look at the production tab. The opponent is blue is only producing workers. I think you could get a fit a gyrocraft in there or something. Definitely go for this air superiority. I feel like that is the winning thing, and you definitely don't want to lose your military units here. Oh man, that's rough. You can definitely see that. I think I went over this in another video I did recently. Learning about how to defeat your opponent in detail. I think that's definitely something we just saw here, especially with Rynus assembling his forces, not being able to destroy his opponent's base, and thus having to assemble his forces, which really kind of caused him to be, spread out between his production. He didn't have as many workers available. But overall, that was really well played micro, especially in the end. Rynus being able to get much better trades. We can take a look at um, the income lost, and it looks like, as we can see here, the opponent in blue lost a considerable amount of income. Here, if I can highlight that, maybe I can. Considerable amount more than his opponent, Rynus. So it was a very exciting, fun game that was submitted to me, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do enjoy my content, I make daily videos for Littlewargame, and if you like it, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one. Goodbye.